Welcome to Dodger Fan Weekly. I'm Adele.
And I'm Anadel.
And we love the Dodgers.
Yes, we do.
They're still in first place.
Dodgers, yeah.
Yes.
I don't know how.
We feel a little weird because it's getting a little...
Yeah, the offense is offensive. That's what's going on, and we don't know what to say.
Exactly. Our poor pitchers are working very, very hard to keep us in games.
That's right.
And then sometimes we hit a lot of home runs.
Right. It's feast or famine.
It is.
And
we're meeting Texas 4 times.
Right. And then the Giants
are coming to
That's
town.
head-to-head competition, and they've got good pitching, and we want to stay in first place, guys, so
Yes,
something's
we do.
got to give. What is going to change it?
I got it. We just had the draft. That'll fix it.
Not soon enough. Today we're going to talk about the draft.
Yes,
you
it's so
excited?
exciting.
Why are we talking about the draft? You know why? Because it's important to the Dodgers.
It really is. And we brought someone here that knows a lot about the draft and is going to tell us just how important it is.
That's right. So please welcome Eric Vrsalovich from Dodgers LowDown.
Well, welcome, Eric, to our show. Eric Vrsalovich, he's Dodgers LowDown. Look at his shirt. Facebook presence is enormous. He knows so much about the Dodgers. We couldn't do this particular show without the knowledge of Eric Vrsalovich.
Why should Dodger fans care about the draft?
It's essential to building the team. It helps provide, players for future trades. It's just one essential way of building a team.
Okay, how many players do you usually get in a draft?
It varies. Most teams get between about 40 to 45 players.
Okay, all right. And then on the 2015 roster, it looked like it was heavy-duty drafting of pitchers. Is that something that's normal?
For the Dodgers, yes.
Can you be drafted and go right into the majors? I know how many players have done that?
Very few. There's only a handful of guys. Jared Weaver really didn't spend that much time down there. J.D. Drew. Brandon Finnegan was in college, in the College World Series, and then was in the World Series the same season. Yes.
Do we have one of those guys on our team, our new draft?
Yeah, we do. His name's Joshua Sborz. He's a right-handed pitcher from Virginia. They've compared him to Trevor Rosenthal of the Cardinals.
Oh, okay.
So,
that's not bad.
Dodger fans will love to hear this, that he's a bullpen arm, and which is what we need.
How do they measure who they draft? Is it sabermetrics? Do they have a war when they're that young?
Yeah.
It plays a factor. I mean, they're looking more based solely on their talent. Like, it really gets down to how fast is their fastball, how good is their breaking pitches. It comes down to the essential things in baseball, not just, this guy hit 330 down in college, so that means he's going to be a great major leaguer. It's not the case.
All right.
Well, who in the 2015 draft that the Dodgers got are the special guys that you think we should be watching as they come through?
Our 2 first-round picks, Walker Buehler and Kyle Funkhouser.
Okay, and Buehler is what position?
Buehler is a right-handed pitcher from the University of Vanderbilt.
Okay.
And Funkhouser is also a right-handed pitcher from Louisville. They're the guys that are really excited about. I mean, I was stoked when I saw the draft, and I was like, wow, we got these 2 guys. I was pretty excited. So
Let's go Dodgers!
the last couple of years, they've relied more on the free agency signings and the trades. They're trying to get more into the draft and trying to hit more in their draft because they don't want to have the $200, $300 million payroll anymore. They want to have the same talent, but have a smaller payroll and still be successful in the field.
And they get to hone the guys in their own system, so
Exactly.
it's all part of the Dodger family.
It sounds cliche, but they want to teach them the Dodger way. You look at Corey Seager, for example.
Yeah.
Our first round pick from a couple years ago, and he's knocking on the door. So guys are getting there. They want to make this franchise a little more dangerous than it already is. Everyone's like, we got a $200 million payroll, and we got all the international signings, and we got all these talented players. Well, yeah, now we're getting the homegrown talent that's going to be equally as dangerous. That's going to make us a more well-rounded franchise. Like the Cardinals. I mean, I hate to say it, But
You don't
They-
need to say it. They beat
They are the
us.
example.
they beat us the last couple years. But if you look at their teams, they're not free agency signings.
That's right.
They're not
They're
international players. Those guys are all drafted by the Cardinals. So it shows the importance. It's becoming more important. So fans should really pay more attention to the draft.
Yeah.
I think that's a terrific point. I think that's a really important point.
Right.
Because there's no saying what that secret ingredient is that makes a team cohesive, and perhaps that might be it.
Yeah, exactly. And not only that too, but for fans that really get more into the draft, it helps them recognize these guys. As these guys develop, you guys become more engaged with them.
Right, exactly.
And when they reach the major league, you're more excited for them versus, oh, hey, well, we got this one guy that I kind of don't really know anything about.
Right,
Yeah.
which has happened a lot, which is why the glazed over look when you talk about the draft.
Right.
Exactly.
But if we were a little more involved, like a family,
Yeah.
the Dodger Blue family,
Exactly.
I think that's a great point. That's the focus of the draft, I think.
Yeah, it's really just building from within.
Now we have something we want to tell you about next week.
Dodger Fan Weekly is going to have a contest, and we're going to be giving away 2 Dodger tickets.
How's that contest going to work? Interesting.
This is Dodger Fan Weekly.
And Dodgers LowDown.
Thanks, Eric.
You're welcome.